What's up, everybody? We are back here at this little piece of heaven on the face of planet Earth that is known as the Dundrod motorcycle road racing circuit. To be fair, they did race some cars here back in the day too. There's been some really exciting news about the potential of getting the Ulster Grand Prix back on here at this circuit next year, 2027. And so what I figured we'd do is come here to Dundrod, run around the track, do a lap of the circuit, and we're going to just try and check out what needs to be done, just to try and figure out how realistic it really is to get this event back on, not just in 2027, but realistically to get this event back on at all. So right, let's go. We're just on the start-finish straight now. Yeah, unfortunately it's not a great start because this start-finish straight has loads of burn marks on it. This seems to be a bit of a graveyard for stolen cars, unfortunately, there's been a few that have been set alight there clearly on the start-finish straight. It's melted the tarmac, so yeah, not a great start. To crack on down the road here. Now this bit, on the other hand, is actually okay. It's actually quite a nice road surface, no potholes or anything like that. One thing I would point out though, see these telegraph poles on the left hand side here, which are the whole way down this road, the whole way from Flowbog right down here. These are internet as far as I know, and I have been installed since 2019. You know, all of these, every single one of these telegraph poles probably needs moved. The road surface, on the other hand, for this bit is great, and nothing needs done with the road whatsoever. The whole way down here, it's absolutely fine. Maybe a wee bit of a tidying up of some of these fences along the left-hand side or something like that, but nothing major at least. All right, so we're out onto the main road then, and down the hill. And again, this is fine. Nothing needs done here whatsoever. Road surface absolutely fine. You know, well, a wee bit of a pothole there to be fair. That's easy fixed. And as we go over Deer's Leap here, then it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. Not terrible. There's a wee bit of a ridge across the road there that probably needs sorted out, but you know, not too bad. No infrastructure on the sides of the roads here either, so that's all pretty good. This is my favourite part of the track here. I love little roads like this, you know, where the trees are like covering both sides of the road and it's all just caved in. I absolutely love it. There's loads of roads like this around here, including some quite famous ones. Now there's a big trench. Do you see that up the that whole trench probably needs sorted out. Like, yeah, that's not ideal. Oh, the road's pretty bad there as well. A bit of subsidence that's been patched over. You can't be racing, you know, I did 160 going over that, like. And now we're just coming up to Wheeler's Corner. Bad patches on the road there. And I know this isn't great around here because I've been riding my bike recently. Potholes in the way into the corner itself there. Potholes. Road surface really bad. And the pothole, oh, that one's been fixed. Big pothole coming out that's been fixed, and a little bit of a rough patch there. I mean, that whole section's not in great shape, to be fair. The whole thing probably needs done. On the other hand, now that we're into this faster part of it, this is all quite nice. Road surface isn't great there, but I don't think it would prevent you racing on it. Same with this little patch here. A couple of patched potholes there, that would need sorted out. Again, it's just kind of rough there. It's not that it's potholes, it's just lost a bit of the surface and it's a bit inconsistent. And there's a monstrosity of a pothole right there. Yeah, clearly that would need taken care of. Telegraph poles again, they're back in. They're gone in. Big potholes there again. That would all need sorted out. It's weird, potholes, like, you know, it depends on the weather, doesn't it? And they come so quickly as well. You know, you see those big ones and you think, oh, they just haven't been fixed for ages and that's why it's got so bad. But like, you know, they go from nothing to like a big hole pretty quickly. Okay, so around Wheelers then, and yeah, this doesn't look too bad. And this is lovely, to be fair. Certainly in comparison to what it was like back there. In terms of road surface, absolutely fine. Bit of a that's not ideal, to be fair. On the way into that, and on the car coming, going there, bit of a blind corner. Bit of a ridge there, bit in those two road boundaries, which you need something sorted out with that one. And now we're back on the kind of back the return to the start finish line, just coming out the flow bog here. And this bit's actually quite nice. It's all pretty nice. Well, the inside of that corner is not looking great, to be fair. And anyway, yeah, so this is the telegraph poles, this is where they start here, flow bog, and they just go the whole way down here. Last few corners then. And apart from the telegraph poles, this is all fine. You know, not really anything needs done here. It's grand. It's all fine. So you can see it's kind of patchy. There's definitely large parts of the track that are absolutely fine, don't need any work whatsoever. But there's also, you know, some really significant issues on the track.
So what's it going to take then to bring bike racing back to Dundrod? Is it even worth it, or should we just throw away over 100 years of racing history? Recently the government announced they would make funding available to try and get the Ulster Grand Prix event back on. This takes the form of $400,000 over a 4-year period and is mainly allocated for road safety and improvements. The actual cost of running the event, however, is going to be much higher. Most estimates put it well over $1 million. The club's been doing a lot of work. They've been having meetings with the council, with local residents, with things like that. They do claim that they're making progress, and I do believe them, but funding's going to be the ultimate problem here. In my opinion, we need someone with the right vision to take this forward. Motorcycling has never been more popular across the world. Social media is causing an explosion, and it's bringing road racing to markets that never even knew it existed. The Ulster Grand Prix could be the blue ribboned event of road racing. This could become a huge global annual sporting event, bringing people in from all over the world into Belfast to spend their money while they're here. This could be bigger than the TT. It just needs the vision to make it happen. It's great to see that there's government funding there. It's wonderful to see that people haven't given up and the club is still working hard on it. They're just looking for sponsors, and hopefully they'll find them. Find that company with the vision to be connected to what could become one of the world's greatest annual sporting events. We'll keep our eyes peeled and keep our fingers crossed. I think 2027 is a bit optimistic in all honesty, but 2028 could be possible, and if they can get this event on just for 1 year, if the weather holds out, the world sees what the Ulster Grand Prix is all about, then it can be firmly established in the road racing calendar, hopefully for another 100 years. Let's see what happens, but we shouldn't just throw this away. 100 years of racing history is worth something, and it's worth an investment to keep that history, our history. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.